Super Bowl.
Yeah, it is Super Bowl week, man. We haven't talked about it at all because there's been other things going on, and I don't think people care that much about this Super Bowl. Anywho, the NFL is planning on having 9 international games next season. The long-term goal is to have 16, so every team plays 1 per season. Is this too much?
Yes. Well, I'll say this. I'll backtrack just a minute. I don't think it's too much, but I think there needs to be a limit on how far you're traveling. Going to Australia is absolutely bizarre. It should be from your point of origin. So if it's Detroit, if it's DC, if it's LA, wherever you can go within 6 hours, that's where it should be. That's coast to coast. You're already going to make those trips while you're playing inside what is the NFL cities. You shouldn't be forced to go over that, to go overseas. And to think that you're going to travel 15, 16, 17 hours just to play a game and then 15, 16, 17 hours to come back is absolutely bizarre.
We are reaching the saturation point. If you're going to do this, you have to attach the bye week after the trip wherever you're going.
I don't even care if it's a bye week after it. If I'm going to Australia from the West Coast, no, I don't want to do that in the middle of the season or at the start of the season.
Okay, Levi Onwuzurike and Josh Paschal entered 2025 as their last season remaining on their contracts. However, because neither played in 2025, a little-known rule keeps them both under contract for 2026. Should either be on the Lions roster come the regular season?
No! You get 53 spots. These guys shouldn't be eating up roster spots. Get them the hell out of here.
I tend to agree with you. I think there is a 10% chance where I could see Paschal possibly being on the roster. Levi Onwuzurike, thank you for nothing. Move on.
What's it been, 5 years since you've been done with this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I was done with him. Yeah, when I watched him at Washington, I'm done.
John, there's no room for Paschal either because once Davenport gets re-signed, it's just a spot they can't use. Oh, sorry.
Jeez. For the 60th time, the Lions are not playing in the Super Bowl. How about that?
Hold on. Say that again.
For the 60th time, the Lions are not playing in the Super Bowl.
Oh, you're going to hit him on that, but you didn't hit yourself on the other one? Oh, okay, move along.
Let's ask the annual question. What can the Lions learn from both Super Bowl teams?
Play defense. Play defense. You've golf-proofed the offense and address the offensive line, but play defense. Seattle, #1 scoring defense. How do you get Sam Darnold there? You Darnold-proof the offense, and you give them a good defense to get the ball back, to make stops when you throw interceptions. The #4 scoring defense, New England.
John, we talk about it starts at the line of scrimmage. You want to highlight defense. Both these teams got high-impact D linemen in free agency. Milton Williams leading the way for the Patriots, and it's DeMarcus Lawrence for Seattle. The lesson is draft is critically important, but you have to use free agency too. 5 of the top 6 cap hits for the Seahawks are players they didn't draft. I hope Brad Holmes is paying attention to that. He's drafted well. It's not the whole job.
Okay, let's get a little geeky here with the Super Bowl. I think the best individual matchups in Super Bowl 60 is Jackson Smith and Jigba versus Christian Gonzalez. Who do you guys think wins the matchup?
I think JSN wins the matchup, and I think that's because of how they creatively will use him to get him free releases, not just in the slot, but we saw them line him up as a running back, get him out into space. And I think if you're the Patriots, it's a team effort. It's not just going to be one guy that can shut him down.
I agree. And you said all the things. I'll give you a couple of more specifics. Clint Kubiak goes into the spacing. They get him free running down the field. You're talking about one of the better route runners, one of the better pass catchers, and a guy that had a tremendous year in JSN. And on the flip side, it will be a team effort. But Christian Gonzalez, while he's good, I don't think he's the shutdown corner. Like, you come out of that AFC Championship game and everybody is sitting there going, oh, well, the interception. That was an absolute gift that was given to him by Jarrett Stidham. He didn't have an interception this year. He could have played for the Jets defense.
Aren't these 2 guys the Lions could have drafted, by the way? I think so.
There's a lot of guys in the NFL that the Lions could have drafted.
I know. Sorry for the smarm. The 2018 quarterback draft class has become surprisingly good with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, and Sam Darnold. Is the 2018 class better than the 2020 class that featured Burrow, Herbert, Tagovailoa, and Hurts?
I'm not even sure there's much of a competition. Now, the one stat is Jalen Hurts has a Super Bowl, but I think Sam Darnold's going to get a Super Bowl in a couple of days. But when you've got Josh Allen, 1 MVP, Lamar Jackson, 2 MVPs, I know Joe Burrow's been to a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert can't find a way to win a postseason game. Tua Tagovailoa should enter retirement. And so I think right now it's clear that the 2018 class is better than 2020.
Yeah, give me the 2018 class. Deeper class, and you're right, the MVPs highlight it.
Yeah, and I think a lot that has to do with this decision is Joe Burrow's done nothing the last couple of years. If he kind of does what we still think he can do, that this answer could change again.
Well, he runs the fashion world, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. We have a rematch of Super Bowl 49 with the Patriots and Seahawks. This game is famously known for Pete Carroll not giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch. Is that the worst play call in the history of football?
No. It's certainly up there, but no. There was a college moment a couple years ago where a coach could have won the game by taking a knee.
Oh, Mario Cristobal.
Cristobal, you win the game. There's no controversy. You put the knee down and you celebrate. To do anything else is idiotic. That is the worst decision. When you can auto-win and choose not to, that's a worse decision.
So you're taking a regular season game over a Super Bowl.
I'm saying the decision. The decision is the worst decision.
A decision, though, but the consequences.
Let me ask a question with that. Would that have put Miami in a playoff?
It may have, yeah.
That is bad.
It is. Look, the Super Bowl is a higher stakes, but I'm just going by decision.
So I'll give you something that's even worse. When you're up 28-3, every play call that you made in the second half is the worst play call ever. You take sacks, you throw incompletions, you stop the clock. You could have won a Super Bowl, Atlanta, but every play call in the second half of that was worse than Seattle, was worse than Cristobal.
You mentioned the 28-3 game. I got to say, I think one of the most underrated decisions by a coach ever was in Bill Belichick in that comeback when they were still trailing by 20+.
Yeah.
Took a field goal. A great lesson sometimes in taking points. Gets overlooked. All right, finally, your menu's a huge deal for having a successful Super Bowl Sunday. What are your top 3 must-have foods for the Super Bowl?
Mine are very simple. A lot of pork. Bacon bombs, and I only have them once a year. They're that special, and the Super Bowl to me is that special. So once a year, I get bacon bombs. Number 2 is ribs, and then number 3 is you got to have some queso with the sausage dippers.
Pizza, wings, potato skins. Classic Super Bowl fare.
I'm not sure about the potato skins.
But they're shaped like footballs. Who doesn't like fried potatoes?
I like potato skins.
Wait.
Too.
Say that again? They're shaped like footballs?
Yeah, they're ovals.
You must be a hell of a party planner. Oh, that's so cute. They're shaped like footballs. Do you put the cheese and do you make the laces the bacon?
Just for you, John.
Hey, let's bring Heather into the Thursday touchdown here quick. What's your one must-have on Super Bowl Sunday food-wise? Grilled cheese?
Tomato soup?
No, I want the basic stuff. I want chips and a dip.
Fries
the
and
basic
ketchup?
stuff. No, basic stuff is meat
No, I don't
for
want,
Super Bowl.
Well, you know
yes, I know, but you
I'm
can't
not
call it
eating
basic
that.
stuff.
So I want like a
You
good
want
dip
chips and gummy bears and Sour Patch Kids.
And pizza's fine too.
And that is your Thursday touchdown. It's 97.1.